Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. So here, basically unchanged outlook so far. So we can continue to see here this move up as a leading diagonal, moved down in a wave A, moved up in a wave B, came down in a wave C here. And now we are exploring if the low could be in here for Solana at 29.88. It dropped a little bit too low, but it is not too low to invalidate here any bullish scenario. So this was sort of the key area here to reverse. I mean, you could argue we reversed in the area. We had a wick outside, or maybe here a couple of candles, few candles were closed below this range, which was the 78.6% fib level. But the drop below that cannot be seen as a substantial drop below it because it was recovered quite quickly. And since then we've been moving higher. So that's all going according to plan at the moment. We could say that from the low here, which was at 29.88, we moved up in 5 waves. We talked about that yesterday. And then two possibilities here. The possibility could be that the wave 2 is already in and we're now moving higher. I nearly don't believe that based on the weakness that we've seen here. We have so far not even pushed above the 33.23 level. So from that point of view, bit skeptical. I would even say that the wave 2 is probably not yet finished. So that we've done a wave 1 here, the wave 2 is still ongoing. The wave 2 can unfold in various ways. So for example, it could just simply be a wave A, B, and then the C down. I've got a bit of a problem with that scenario in that the wave A was already quite long, okay? So it could be the wave B isn't even finished yet. Then we would have something like an expanded flat or even a running flat where the wave C would end above the wave A. Bear in mind, this is micro counting. I'm just telling you here the possibilities how this could unfold. What I can tell you is that here, due to that move up, which was not too strong, it is very much possible the wave 2 isn't finished yet. And there are various ways how this can unfold. For example, as I said here, an ABC. Or it could even unfold in a way that we say, all right, the wave B in itself unfolds as a triangle. So basically the wave B of that ABC pattern is a triangle itself. So if we say, all right, this might have been here the wave A, B, C, D, E, and then we come down in the C to the downside. But again, this is micro counting. What I want to express here is the view that it's not guaranteed the wave 2 is already in. It could very well be, if we see further weakness, that we will see this play out where we will come down lower in wave C, must not drop below 29.88. It's 29.90 plus minus a few cents. But if we now see the wave B rally above the $33.20 level, then we can say, okay, it was probably already in this wave 2 and we're already rallying higher. Because in the more bullish scenario, you could say that the wave 2 is already in and we're moving higher here in a wave 1. This is the 2, we're now gonna go up like that. And that would be the more bullish view. But again, I would only believe that if we go above the 33.20 level. And that we have really bottomed out here, sort of zooming out and sort of medium term, what we would really want is a breakout above $35.80 to bolster the confidence in the bullish wave count, okay? Because this is in no way guaranteed, but it is sort of what I would go with here at the moment. So either here that we have not yet seen the wave 2 or the wave 2 is already in. In both scenarios, I would still expect a move to the upside. In the one where the wave 2 isn't in yet, it will take a bit longer. But in all cases, what we need to see is that the price above 29.90 is holding and that we are going to see a rally above that 33.20 level. And to bolster further confidence, we want to see a rally above 35.80, and then we can be more certain that we are going to go higher here. So this is basically here the decisions that we now need to see to be made by the market. Weakness at the moment, bit like a range market at the moment. Therefore important to wait for these key breakout levels, and that's where we are. And if this is really going up from here, we would expect an impulsive move up in the bullish scenario that will take us above 48.42. But it could also very well be, and that it just expresses again and shows the uncertainty in the market at the moment, that this here is just a bearish or corrective move up, and we have come down in the wave one. This is a scenario which is possible for so many cryptocurrencies at the moment. It is not my primary expectation for many. For some it is, yeah. For some it is, like for Chainlink, for example, that we come down lower. Not for all of them though. And it could very well be that this was a wave one down. We are now entering a wave two to the upside. This would though be a corrective move. So if we are only in a corrective wave two, which would eventually move down lower, we should now see a 3-wave structure. But also in this scenario, I would expect higher prices. Okay, so again, I said that a few days ago. In all scenarios, I would expect short-term higher prices. It's just that here in this scenario, we are sort of, that retracement will be limited. Let's say we should not move higher than 41.30, I think. If we do, it depends a bit on the structure, but a move above that level would already make me favor possibly again the, yeah, to sort of, well, I wouldn't say, I'm currently still, you know, as I said, more focused on the bullish scenario as long as we're holding the $30.50 level. But again, a move above that, where were we here? The 61.8% FIB level above 41.30 would just increase the probabilities again a little bit of the bullish compared to the bearish scenario. Yeah, it's just sort of from which point of view do we shift probabilities. But yeah, but both possible. Yeah, and therefore this was an opportunity down here where we could, still is in my opinion, where I expect still higher prices. As a minimum, I would say all the way up to $36.97, the 38.2% FIB level. And that's currently my view about Solana, both the bullish and the bearish scenarios. Again, in the bullish one, very important to hold that $30.50 level, absolutely crucial. If we drop below that for a, you know, for a moment, that is not a problem, but ultimately that needs to hold that range. That's a 78.6% FIB level. Okay, and that's my update about Solana. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.